What's up, retro fans? We're going to try to do this in one take. And this is just a Atari Lynx that I picked up from a good friend of mine who's had it since childhood. It didn't have a working screen on it, so I went ahead and got the bennvenn screen and all of the other accessories that I was going to need. I got a recap kit, I got a new zener diode and MOSFET, and in the process of doing everything, I managed to break my brightness dial here, which does work with the aftermarket screen. And I picked up a bennvenn flash cart that takes a micro SD card, which came preloaded with some homebrew. So I did all of the hardware upgrades that I needed to do. It involved quite a bit of soldering. I got everything from a company in Australia called K Retro, so shout out to those guys. And let's turn it on and see how it looks. So this is booting into the menu for the bennvenn El Cheapo flash card there. I've only tried one game on it so far, which was all the way down here. Instructions there. The volume trigger does work. The dial here does work, but it works in the opposite direction for some reason. And here, this is how you kill the zombies. It's kind of like a Plants vs. Zombie game if you ever played that. And you could just plant more of them. And once this guy's dead, I could take that and reroute the energy to there, but I don't have enough yet. So I'm going to lose this game very quickly. There we go. He's attacking my cannon. And I'm dead. Try that one more time. So I'm waiting for that blue bar to fill up before I start planting anything. Plant that one there. Plant another one here. You don't want to really have more than 2 or 3 at a time. And delete this one, so that way it doesn't stifle my energy meter. I don't know how you're supposed to get good at this game. I must be missing something, because I didn't read the instructions, so that's it. I'm just going to die right here. So anyway, you turn it off, turn it back on, choose another game. We'll go in blind. We're just going to pick... Oh, look at that. Okay, I don't know what he said. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it auto-picked another game. I don't know what's going on here. You're just along for the ride. Let's go. Yeah, fine. Let's go. Oh, this is some kind of 3D chess or something. I don't know. We're not gonna try that right now. Assembloids. What is this? Okay. Picture of Lynx, the cat. 30 years. So it must be 2020 or so that this game came out. A lot of good homebrew support for a device that's not particularly popular. I don't know what I'm doing here. Some kind of puzzler game? I'm not really sure. So anyway, I also have... So this is what the cart looks like. It was 40 bucks on sale, which I thought was pretty good. And I think I paid another, I don't know, 10 or 15 bucks for the SD card that was pre-filled. I have Road Blasters in my pocket here. And I believe you could play all your backup ROMs on that, so you don't have to carry around all your game cards. There we go, Road Blasters, classic game. So you can see I could toggle the brightness. See, if I go to the right, it actually gets dimmer. And if I go to the left, it gets brighter. So I put it maybe right around there. So this is the original wheel that I broke because when I was desoldering all of the caps, I ended up dropping the board, and this popped off of it. So unfortunately, it doesn't stick up as far as the stock one. See, the stock one looked just like that, just like the volume one. See on the right? So it doesn't quite protrude as much, so it makes it harder to adjust, which I'm not really mad at because I don't really adjust that anyway. I kind of set it and forget it. But the texture, the teeth are a little different. You see how those are deeper groove on the teeth, and those are quite a bit finer. I don't know if it's really going to focus, but you kind of get the idea. So I'm not happy that it doesn't match the same wheel, but it works, and it does operate in reverse for some reason compared to the volume. But whatever. We're going to restart this because I was talking too much. So okay, we're going to play. Now this was a classic arcade game back in the day that's been ported to the Lynx, and honestly, I mean, I never really wanted to have one of these because I didn't really see a reason to have one. But for something that came out around the same time as a Game Boy, this thing's impressive. I've played a few games on here that I've gone back and just kind of appreciated differently, knowing what the technological limitations were at the time. I mean, for something that came out at the same time as a Game Boy to have a full color screen which was backlit, it didn't look nearly this good back in the day. And a 16-bit processor and all of this, it was pretty ambitious. And granted, these things were a lot more expensive than a Game Boy when they came out, but you get what you pay for. Ultimately, the library could not rival the Game Boy's library because Nintendo. It just is what it is. But it actually had a decent library. So I never really wanted to pick up a Lynx, but I ended up buying a whole collection from a friend of mine who was just letting everything go. And so I just took it as part of the collection because why not? And I decided to show it a little love because it had a screen that really didn't work. It had maybe about a third of the pixels worked on the screen, and I just figured if I was going to repair it, I might as well upgrade it and recap it and do everything while I'm at it. And I'm glad I did. You know, I'll keep this as an honor and a tribute to his childhood. And Mike, if you're watching this, I hope you appreciate me taking care of your stuff. Anyway, until next time, I'll see you guys.